Question 1029. If you had to pick one highlight from your second decade in life, what would you pick?
Leaving school. Best
How old were
fucking
you?
16.
Did you leave at the end of the year or when you turned 16?
Oh, I mean, at the end of the year, obviously, once I've done my GCSEs at work, but the actual day when I did not have to go there every single day again, it's one of the best fucking days of my life. And anyone says that school was the best time of your fucking life, it's full of shit.
Oh my God! Fuck you, Jeff. My answer was literally going to college. So suck my dick. I'm flipping you off right now, but you can't see because I'm icon.
She really liked the chair.
I felt it.
You must.
I felt it, man. I felt.
You must have really liked school to give me the same fucking response you gave Mark Sargent.
I know. I did that just for you, Jeff. But no, I had fun in college. College was awesome.
I was referring to school, not I mean, obviously, college was a different experience to me. I mean, actual school.
At 16.
I didn't have the worst time in actual school either.
Yeah, but you were one of the popular kids.
Yeah.
No, I was one of the intellectuals. Wasn't
and popular.
Popular.
Listen, I've seen photos. You had boobs. You were one of the popular kids.
You were fucking popular.
Let me tell you
about that.
People like her don't realize how much. That's like when I was in high school, I thought that I was like some loser and nobody liked me.
Yeah.
And now that I reconnected with everybody in the last like 5 to 8 years, yeah, that's not even true. I had no idea. So Amanda's probably one of those like smart people, thinks nobody likes them, but everybody fucking either loves them or is jealous of them. Just saying.
Okay.
You know, pretty, big boobs, smart. I mean, what else do you need?
Jeff, what did you do with
That
your
creates
uniform?
jealousy.
Sorry?
What did you do with your uniform?
Fucking ditched it. I actually set fire to my school tie.
So there is a tradition.
I actually set fucking fire to it.
When?
Fucking day I left.
Day you left. Did you burn anything else?
No, a lot of it went in the bloody bin.
Did you get pissed?
Well, later on, yes. But I didn't go. But I didn't go out because a lot of them met up on like local rec area near our school and managed to acquire a bit. I didn't go to that. I didn't want to be around them any fucking more.
Well, the people as well as the school.
Yeah. Barring like one or two people I was very, very close with that I'm still very close friends with to this day. And okay, obviously, you know, there's one or two people you sort of reconnect with over the years, and they're a bit better once you've grown up and all that. But no, I didn't want to fucking be. I did not want to fucking be around them.
Right. Never Again says leaving NC. What's NC? North Carolina. In an old used MG midget and getting onto a new life in California. That sounds cool. Serif says finishing college. Aunt Jer says graduating from high school a year early. Never Again says I dropped out and left. Mathpig says yeah, can't think of anything. That's odd. Julie says wait, I can't math. Second decade. Making out with a dear friend in my high school theatre. Doc says I'd pick the time I finally found my dick, although I still don't know how it got in my friend's locker. B says me either.
Oh, I said me either to Math Pig.
Oh, it was better to Doc's answer.
I didn't have any like defining great moments. Like boring high school, life went to shit. So I don't know. I don't know how to answer
that. Did you like school?
Did I like school? I mean, it was okay. I enjoyed the sports. I played every sport I could. Kept me busy.
Was there no great event, no sporting event that you won?
I mean, no. I went to the two schools I was in high school. I went from a really shit team a school with shit teams to a school with good teams, but we still didn't do anything fabulous. We were good for our area, But as far as statewide, yeah, I mean nothing was really exciting. We did have a principal that accused me of painting over a sign that he had mounted above the school that every team that came to play us picked on us about, and it said "Home with the friendliest and most courteous students," and we were all like, "What the fuck is that?"
Did you paint over it?
So someone in the middle of the night painted over it with red paint, and they automatically accused me.
Was it you?
So yeah.
Was it
No,
you?
I have no idea. To this day, we have all discussed it, and nobody knows who did it.
Well, someone
Still.
does.
That's right.
That person, but that person never gave it up. They never admitted to it.
It's a bit. That's
Like,
a bit like.
To this day, they're still hiding that shit.
No, I think it's good to actually like lure people into like a false sense of security like that, because you can sort of say, home to the nicest, friendliest football fans in the world, Millwall Football Club, everybody.
And they come in and they get punched in the face and told to go fuck themselves.
Yes. Hanging with John
Millwall
Wild.
Football Club. Let's
And then
kick
stabbed
racism
and
out.
set on fire.
Yeah. Millwall Football Club. Let's kick racism out of football.
With the team. Hanging with John Wild says, my music and voice acting career. That all happened in your second decade? That's quite cool. Nerdy.
Before you were 20? Wow.
That's tricky. I mean, there's a few things. I mean, they were all at uni. So I don't know. I'm going to go with, if I had to pick one, probably 4 o'clock in the morning, going to a vending machine, but going via the dining hall and skating across it just in my socks. I think that's probably the highlight of that particular decade.
You see, now you've just made me remember. I was stuck on anything. You've made me remember now. At 4 o'clock in the morning, by the vending machines in the 24-hour computer lab, doing the time warp.
Actually, I will actually tell them one funny story from my school. Then, when a PE teacher made an ultimate blunder, when we had to do aerobics. And literally, it's just like take steps, step to the left, jump to the right, and then the first thing is put your hands on your hips, and everyone fucking burst out into doing the time warp.
That's awesome.
Outstanding.
Ilya says, my highlight was giving birth to my child 100%. Badger.
Playing networked games over the college network in the middle of lectures.
That was quite cool.
Because the lectures were boring as fuck, and we already knew what they were teaching. We were waiting for them to actually get to the practical stuff that they never got to. So we played games through a lot of it.
I expect you had some decent network games, though, didn't you?
I feel like the word lecture kind of points out how it's going to be to begin with. It's just a bad word.
We had, obviously, we had a computer room at our school or whatever, but I mean, I suppose they were kind of networked, but
college.
Nothing. Yeah, well, I mean, actual school. I mean,
Yeah,
Dave, you and I are at the age when Acorn computers were a thing, right, in schools. So
they were BBC computers.
I mean,
but here's the thing: I am older than you, and our school replaced all the BBCs with PCs in my final year.
Okay, so maybe it was a bit different because when I was at when I left school, it was still Acorn. Now it wasn't the BBC mic; it was the Archimedes.
Was it? We never had the Archimedes.
We had Acorn Archimedes at our school, so it was always Acorn because it was a BBC Micro, and then I forget what there was between it, and then the Archimedes.
We never went to the Archimedes.
The BBC Micro was fucking excellent. I'm
It
sorry.
was. Hacking on them was awesome. What have we got to here? Amanda says she has a similar time warp story. You're in here.
Yeah, but everybody else.
Yeah, you can say it. We'll listen.
Go on. What's your story?
Did nobody else but me and Dave have sex in high school?
I didn't have sex in high school.
Yeah, it
Matt-
sucked.
Manda, I didn't even have my first kiss until my 20s. All right, so
Okay.
When do you consider high school ending?
18.
Oh, I had sex in high school then. Sorry. Actually, see, our high school finishes at 16.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid. That would mean Angel would be done now. I couldn't
Yeah.
live with that.
Well, ours have actually moved to 18. You've got to stay in education until you're 18.
Okay. That's better.
What's your time warp story?
It was in the library.
Yes,
though.
Amanda. I had sex during high school. It was with the guy. It
Well,
sucked.
that's why it sucks
So,
for you.
No defining moment there.
I didn't
I
mind
know.
being naked back
There was
then.
a couple of chicks I would have tore up if I had the balls to try it. What?
I said I didn't actually mind being naked back then. Those
And
teenage
she
dreams
wasn't
hormones-
she didn't think she was popular.
Yeah. She was probably like everybody loved her and she didn't know it. Just saying.
Except for the really popular kids, they were dicks.
Right? That's like every school anywhere.
Right, so there's two questions. Right, there's the question about sex in high school, and there's the question about what was your time warp story.
I said it was in the library after one of my coding classes, which was why I thought it was funny because you were in the computer lab and I had just come from coding class.
Fair enough. How come you were having sex in high school? I didn't think anyone in America had sex in high school.
Oops, I guess.
You might want to change
Have-
your mental statistics there, Dave.
Have you not watched any of the films set in American high
Because
schools
the movies are so
with all the
true.
actors that are
Yeah,
like
they all
30?
talk about that they don't have sex. They have to wait.
No, I'm
bullshit.
pretty sure.
see I'd like to do a proper statistical thing on American high schools. What's more likely to what's more likely to happen in school before you turn 18? Having sex or getting shot?
Having sex is still probably more likely.
Yes.
Consider
No,
that.
considering I already have heard plenty of, I just had sex stories from Angel's friends. Yeah, they're all having sex. So.
Yeah,
I
but
remember.
I think a lot of them may be making shit up.
That's true. That's possible. Although the one story about in the back of the Prius, it was just way too detailed, which
That sounds
I
believable.
really did not need from at the time 15-year-old child. So.
That sounds believable. The back of a Prius is the statistically most likely location.
For a teenager, yes.
I've
Back
never had
of a
sex.
Prius.
Wait there. I've never had sex in the back of a Prius. Am I missing out on something?
No.
Apparently. Apparently so am I. So the
I remember-
person you were with was very short? Because nobody tall could fit in the back of a Prius and have sex.
But they're kids, so they can, I don't know, bend better than we could.
Well, you said that the
Good
kids now
point,
could bend
good
better
point.
than you can.
They curl.
Okay, not
No,
me,
she's-
but the rest of you old fucks.
Okay. Julie says, I had bad sex in high school. Hanging with John Wilde is bragging. I was called the Diverginator. I took so many. Jenny said, sex is bad and you're all going to hell.
Not me, because I didn't have it at that age.
Goody two shoes.
So you're all going to hell. I'm
So-
not.
What the hell is that noise?
Badger?
Don't know.
That's not me.
Definitely not me.
Definitely
English-
not me.
Oh, I just realized, B, that it's not only that we're surrounded by men, we're surrounded by British men.
Oh man, I gotta
There
go. Sorry,
There,
guys.
there we go. There we go. You're around sophisticated men, Manda.
Oh yeah, you guys are super sophisticated. Dave is one of the smuttiest
Sophisticated.
people I have ever met.
Yeah, but we
Dave's a
do,
bouncy boy.
but we do smut in such a sophisticated way.
It's true. We do it in an intelligent way, at least.
Try harder.
I think it's your posh accents makes you sound
Yeah, but the problem is, only Nerdy has a posh accent.
Dave is very
bullshit.
posh.
Excuse me.
Seriously, Badger.
Yeah. Badger might actually be more posh than you.
I'm not posh!
You
I
are.
was gonna say, I
sounded
think
though.
Badger's probably
Dave is not got a
Badger's
posh
probably the most
accent.
sophisticated among you, and he is also not sophisticated.
See, my
So-
my accent varies depending on who I'm talking to and what I'm talking about and what mood I'm in.
Not weird
At
at
the
all.
moment, because I'm trying to think about things, I talk in a more well, I sound more posh because when I'm thinking about things, that's how I sound. But when I'm feeling,
Can you do your natural accent?
this is my natural accent for when I'm thinking about things.
That cannot be the accent you grew up with.
Why?
I just don't believe it. I have no idea where he grew up, which is the problem.
Argument from incredulity is a fallacy, though, Dave. You know
In the
that.
forests, Dave.
In the forests. Where are the forests located?
In the England.
In the England. There you go.
In
You
the
have-
England.
The England. Right, we're going on. Wait, what was the question?
I don't fucking know.
Something about
Think
us.
about
Defining
the
moment of your-
school.
Oh, that was it.
Of your
Did you
second
have
decade.
Did you have sex in high school, Nerdy?
That wasn't the fucking question, Dave.
It is
got
now.
turned into that.
Yeah, it is. It warped into that.
Not high school, no.
As in American high school.
Not even American high school.
Also, my boyfriend in high school was 21. So when I was 16 or 17.
Don't you have laws about?
Oh,
things
you were
like that?
definitely liked, and people were
Oh.
jealous of you then. Yes.
You were
I could get my
definitely,
beer for him.
you were definitely the popular girl, Manta. You realise it or not.
Just like Dave said, it was the boobs. That's it.
Starkey says, "I secretly come here
Whatever.
all the time and hope it pops again."
Don't we all?
Did I tell you what happened the other day? Daisy bit it.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'm surprised it's still stuck together.
You've been feeding Daisy Toblerones and they've been corrupting her mind.
No, it's when I bounce it on the floor because it lives high up.
Starkey said, I secretly come back here all the time in hopes it'll pop again.
Yeah.
All right, Badger. Can I ask Badger, Manda?
Yeah.
Do you think it's possible between the three of us that we could somehow use the force to burst that ball on him right now for rigging that poll?
No, because the Force is from a fantasy series. They've convinced me. I've been reading
but-
about it for days.
SG1 doesn't have one of those, so we can beat it.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, we're not going back to that.
Apparently we are. Antje says, "Boyfriend, honey, that sounds like a predator."
It wasn't.
He wasn't.
It was only 4 years older than me. Okay,
Wait, but-
admittedly, if Ainsley were
actually-
dating somebody who was 21 right now, I'd probably lose my shit, but I hate his girlfriend anyway. And she's the same
Manda.
age as him.
Manda, now obviously, I clearly didn't do as well as you were things like maths and that at school, but 21, 21 minus 16 is 5.
He was
What was it?
like
What
4
state
and
were you
a
grow?
half. And I know
Wait. What state did you grow up in?
You know what state I grew up in?
Oh, I can't fucking remember.
Unconscious?
Connecticut. I am
Ken-
blue blood Connecticut.
You're Bluebird, Connecticut. Right.
Ah.
Connecticut.
What is the age? What is the age of consent in Connecticut?
I think it's 16.
Fair enough.
See, now, hold on. Now, in America, aren't people from Connecticut the posh people?
Yes. Shut the fuck up. I don't
No.
sound posh like you.
I mean, yes.
To most Americans, I mean, I have a little bit of Boston too, though, because my mom's from Boston. But to most Americans, my voice is posher than theirs. But compared to yours, I just sound like a stupid American.
So you are posh. Okay, good.
Joan says, "The second decade was the worst of my life. Cold War, end times, you name it." And Julie says, "If the Force was real, I'd be in jail for murder."
Yeah, think we all would.
Americans can't be posh. It's
That's what
not
I said.
possible.
Same.
Right.
Have you ever been to Connecticut, Badger?
You left the country.
Go to somewhere like
Who?
Greenwich, Connecticut,
You.
and see how if they're posh or not, Badger.
Who's you?
Yeah.
Badger.
You.
Badger, have you left the country?
Which country?
The
This
one
one.
we
my
live in.
fucking
Oh my
God.
god.
Possibly.
Have you been to America?
Possibly.
Do you know how many databases you're
Oh
on
my
now?
god.
I went to hack them.
Oh yeah, good luck with that.
I've been to the United States twice, and both times Florida obviously is the South, and Kentucky pretty much is as well. So
Why the fuck do you idiots keep coming here and coming to Florida? What the fuck is wrong with you?
This is what, okay.
When I-
Do you know what's
Alligator.
no, shut up, shut
Hold
up,
on.
Jeff! No, wait. Right. Okay. Here's the thing. We grew up with Florida being the best place in America. Okay? It had rockets and Disney.
Okay.
Right, that was
Well,
it.
it's
America,
fake news.
Florida
Wrong.
was it.
yes,
And most of the people that work for NASA don't work in Florida.
We didn't know that. All the maps
But
said
Disney.
Disney and rockets. That's what we knew. That's all we knew. Everyone wanted to go
Surely
to
they'd go to
Florida.
Texas then. Surely people would go to Texas
So
then.
much more than that. No, don't go to Texas either.
Yeah, but
No, you
Houston,
go to New York,
Houston, we have a problem.
it had
and then you go to California.
it had
Oh
Dis-
my
it had
God.
Disney, it had rockets, and then had SeaWorld thrown in on top of it.
Oh, SeaWorld and Disney.
I can imagine, like, hi, I'm coming to America. Where do I go? Oh, I'm
Disney.
going to Florida.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
I
Anyway.
think I would go to Texas. I'd get the hats and the boots.
Would you write? Would you write slurs on the side of your car?
Yeah, you can get the hats and the boots in Arizona and or in southern Arizona at least, and not be as surrounded by crazy racists carrying guns.
I'm
But
cu-
that's part
I'm
of the American experience.
Fuck off.
So is getting shot at.
I'm
Right.
just curious. I said Florida and Kentucky, and people
Oh
jumped.
yeah,
on
Kentucky is
Florida.
way worse, but I know why you were there, so you're forgiven for that.
Go to the
Wait there,
Florida
wait there,
Keys
wait there,
and
wait
have
there,
a
wait
lovely
there,
time
wait there.
here.
B. What's the best state?
Asleep.
What's the best state?
Yeah.
I mean, I know the worst states. I don't know if I can tell you the best state because there's so many that have awesome qualities.
What's the worst then?
One of the worst states is New Jersey.
Oh,
No one knows. No one
New
here
Jersey
knows
is-
New Jersey exists.
It's called the Garden State, but there's garbage everywhere, so I call it the Garbage State.
I got friends in New
Where
Jersey.
there is population, it's overpopulated, and the people are assholes. Florida's full of a bunch of fucking redneck ass motherfuckers, like mullet wearing kind of people. Texas is full of a bunch of bigots.
Connecticut's full of toffs.
Best
We've
state.
established that.
Connecticut is
Oregon and Washington State are actually pretty good states. They're very open-minded. They're clean states. They're really pretty. Like this inside the cities aren't as great, but that's anywhere.
So basically, if you're going to go to the United States, go to the Pacific Northwest and ignore the rest of the country.
go to New York.
What's California like?
Well,
then?
no, where I'm at, I'm in the
California.
Southwest, and it's really nice here.
They were sold on
New York
California
looks-
too.
New York looks very big and city-ish.
But you have to. There's just
Upstate New York is beautiful.
Wait there. I'm going to come back and revisit this. This is a question, I think.
Are there rockets and Disney in
Yeah,
New
you
York?
need to do a whole separate thing on that. We could talk about that for 2 hours, Dave.
Starkey
Dave,
suggested an entire episode.
Dave, I'm just putting something in the private chat as to why California might let itself down.
Oh dear.
And yes, Starkey is right. Montana is gorgeous. Montana's beautiful.
But it's boring. Fuck.
Whoa.
So is Utah and Idaho. They're beautiful states.
Question.
Which states? I'd say
No,
Colorado.
enough states. Enough states. Enough states.
Actually, so is Washington. That is legalized weed as well.
Why is it called Arkansas when it's spelled Arkansas?
That's a good question.
It's a sublet of Kansas.
It's a sublet. If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.